Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It is with a great pleasure and a sense of accomplishment that I stand before you today to present my final project for my bachelor degree. Improving business performance using financial planning towards creative workshop organizer business, a case study of Eksploraksi. I'm Lauren from Bandung Institute of Technology, and this final project supervised by Ms. Atika Irawan. And before diving into details, let's begin with an overview of this final project. The author will begin with a brief introduction of the company, followed by an explanation of the chosen conceptual framework and methodology. Then the author explores the business with the analysis of the data provided. Then the author presents the business solution towards the issue, discuss the implementation plan and research, and finally conclude with the implication and recommendation. Let's begin with the first part that becomes the root of the whole research. So it started when the author went through the journal books and article studies. The author found out the creative economy plays a crucial role in driving the growth of development of Indonesian economy. In the era of fourth industrial revolution, where the innovation and creativity are the key, the creative economy has become a fundamental driver of economic progress. Based on data from the Opus Creative Economy 2020 report, the creative economy subsector contribute 1.211 trillion rupiah to the national GDP in 2020. This significant contribution highlights the rapid development and economic potential of the creative industry. Then moving on to the specific region, in 2020, the Creative Economy Agency, Backcraft, reported positive growth of 5.23% in the creative industry in Bandung. The total production value reached an impressive 30.06 trillion rupiah. However, as the creative industry continues to grow, so does the competition. The increasing number of players in the creative industry has intensified competition, requiring businesses to think creatively and find innovative ways to remain visible to the public. Moving on to the business overview of the company, what is Eksploraksi? You may wonder. Eksploraksi is a creative workshop organizer based in Bandung that actually is a place to explore all activities. But now it is focusing on the creative workshop first. And this is the overview of the company. This project aims to answer the research question and objective. The research question: what is the best financial strategy for Eksploraksi to increase company performance based on financial conditions? Therefore, to answer that, the research objective is to make the best strategy and implementation plan for Eksploraksi from the finance perspective to increase company performance. To arrive at the answer, the author took several steps as shown in the conceptual framework on the left and methodology on the right. On the conceptual framework, the author starts with the company activities, which will be translated into the assumption based on internal and external analysis, the will be forecasted by the author, and calculate NPV IRR payback period, and the end with the business decision. Meanwhile, in the right methodology, it's quite similar to the conceptual framework, where the author starts with the problem identification, then determining the theoretical foundation, and collecting data from secondary and primary data to create assumption which will be used for analyzing data, and from there the author will derive at the conclusion and implementation. For the internal analysis, the author used as-well-T to help in business strategy development, decision making, and understanding the company's position in the market. From there, the author learned that Eksploraksi has significant market advantage and demand, but there are several things that need to be maintained and considered. Coupled with the external analysis using portfolio forces, it obtained an analysis review of promising market opportunities with a moderate industry referee. However, there is a significant threat of a new entrance that requires more attention. Moving forward, the author conducted root cause analysis using a fishbone diagram to identifying the underlying issues currently faced by Eksploraksi. It turned out that Eksploraksi faced a challenge in terms of revenue growth development. To provide a solution, the author will first examine the entire financial history of Eksploraksi that has been running from November 2022 to June 2023, and draw several conclusions from the analysis, which will serve as input for future forecasting. A slight review for the assumption, the author used a realistic base case, and Eksploraksi has a target of adding 3 new permanent members to expand its growth. Then all the calculation for percentage forecasts in the 3 scenarios are based on real data. Then the author forecasts it using 3 case assumptions: pessimistic, realistic, and optimistic. The author will first begin with a realistic case assumption for this forecast. This income statement is built with the existing data from November 2022 up to June 2023. An important notice: all the financial statements and forecasts made by day after in Indonesian rupiah. In the assumption, the author breaks down the revenue with number of workshop, regular workshops, semi-project, big anniversary, corporate workshop, and on-demand workshop, and average of operational expense. In this section, the author provides the balance sheet of the company and its projection under realistic case scenario. And all other scenarios will be included in the appendix. Now, next to the cash flow, then since Eksploraksi doesn't use any debt for its financing, the other use CAPM, capital asset pricing method, for cost of equity derived at the WACC that's equal to the cost equity. Through the CAPM method, several components are used: Indonesian risk-free rate, beta, and market risk premium. The other collect data from Bank Indonesia, 7 days repo rate for the risk-free rate, use similar business operating in the event organizer industry for beta, which is PT Diandra Media. For the marketplace premium, the other use the country risk premium created by IDX Composite for the CAPM calculation, as can be seen in this table. At the end, the other arrived at the cost of equity of 4.93%. The reason behind this NPV number was so big is due to the low initial investment made by the company, the asset, and the capital is light, and the short period of forecast the author created. For the result based on a realistic case, the payback period is 3.4 months because the exploration has minimal initial capital expenditure and immediately starts generating profit. Now, after knowing the value of Eksploraksi, here's the implementation plan divided into 3 divisions: finance, operations, and marketing, with the duration varying from the first year target. In the final side, it is required to record all the transactions from business activities, evaluate financial performance, search for the best financial strategy, and negotiate more with the partnership or brand. Next to the operation will maintain service quality in day-to-day, control and evaluate all the needs of the company, develop a standard operational procedure, and to the marketing division, develop a comprehensive marketing plan and strategy, increase brand awareness, build brand identity, and increase KOL management, partnership, and collaboration. Eksploraksi has planned to expand the team with in the long run, adding more people. However, given the current condition, Eksploraksi needs to improve the system and provide training to maintain its value. In conclusion, Eksploraksi currently faces challenges in terms of revenue growth development. And after reviewing the cost analysis, turned out that the main issue is due to not having financial planning. After calculating the value of Eksploraksi using 3 case scenario, all the NPV and ERR are acceptable. Then the author creates an implementation plan to be carried out. That's all. Thank you very much for your attention.